This is a functionality overview of this CDJ 2000 NXS2 DJM 900 NXS2 rig that's for sale. If you want to continue watching the video, you can see me work all the components coming up now. To establish every button, knob, and slider is working, and all the communication platforms work. And that's what the rest of the video will be. Proof of functionality for this CDJ 2000 Nexus 2 DJM 900 Nexus 2 2x1 rig. Right CDJ functionality, plays, audio. Right. I'm on line here. Switch over to digital. The digital works as well. So both outputs work on the back there. They're both in stereo. This CDJ all 4 CDJ buttons, or all 4 hot cue buttons work. All right. Looping buttons work. Loop compression buttons work. 4-beat loop button works. Slip button works. Reverse button works. Slip reverse works. Track search, jumping from track to track works. Search functionality works. Touchscreen works. Jog wheel tension on light. Jog wheel tension on left. Binding mechanism works. Pitch control. Wide. Tempo range button works. Master tempo button works. Release button, speed and start speed work. Browsing works. Tag list works. Info works. Menu works. Link works. I have it set for record box DJ in HID mode to prove functionality of the USB cable in the back. USB cable is connected, and there it is attached to, or there it is using HID mode, proving that the USB cable in the back works. You can see that right there you have player 2, which means the ProLink cable works. ProLink cable is not letting go, so the clip works in the LAN port back there. Right, the eject button works, and that's about all that really matters on this thing. Ready to go. Next one over here. CDJ 2000 Nexus 2 on the left side. Audio in stereo. Over to digital, over to line. That was digital. This is line. Still in stereo. Proves that both the digital out and the RCA outs in the back work. All right. Hot cues. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hot cue buttons work. Looping mechanism. Loop works. Compression works. Both directions. Exit button works. Instant 4-beat loop works. Slip mode works. Tensioner on light mode. Tensioner on heavy mode. That works just fine. Touch brake knobs work in both directions. Sync button illuminates and works. Tempo range button switches to wide. Master tempo works. Up here, browse mechanism works. Tag list button works. Info button works. Menu button works. Link works. USB works. SD, no card installed, no disk in the machine. I go back here to link. I will link it up to HID mode, so I can prove that the USB cable works. Here's the same song as on the other side. This is now working in HID mode, which proves that the USB port on the back works. Cue works, play works, tempo reset works. That's it. This one works fine. Mixer functionality test. Currently, I have the tracks, the inputs set up so that it is digital on 2 and 3 coming out of here, these two, and analog on 1 and 4, so it's easier for me to test. Getting both players going. Analog on this side, digital on this side, this one, digital on that side, analog on that side. All right, switch out my cables in the back, switching to analog on 2 and 3, switching to digital on 1 and 4, switching over, switching over, switching over, switching over, here, digital here, analog here in stereo, analog here in stereo, digital there in stereo. Proves all my inputs in the back work back there. Prove sweep knob. Alright, headphone cues all work. No lights are burnt out. The microphone obviously is working on and off. Works. Talk over works. Talk over. I don't know what I have it set to, but it works. And let's see. Effects module. Knob is nice and tight. Nothing wrong with it. Timing knob adjusts. Frequency isolation buttons work just fine. The LAN cable in the back of the mixer is nice and tight. I don't know if I mentioned this one, but this one's also nice and tight, not popping out of there. And the Quantize is picking up the signal from the other CDJ. You can see it's at 121. That one's at 121. So all the ProLink functionality is working. This light doesn't turn on unless there's an digital send and receive device in there. And crossfader. Crossfader is nice and smooth. Nothing wrong with it. That proves functionality on the rig. The system is also available in a 4x1. If you need me to prove functionality on the other two CDJs, I can do that upon request. All of the accessories you see above in the pictures will be expanded to include the extra 2 CDJs, so you'll get 5 Gator CD1 2000 cases and enough cabling to run the entire 4x1 rig, and 4 CDJ 2000 Nexus 2 deck saver covers along with the mixer cover.